All right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Therapy Without a Degree.
Yo.
Chapter 199. Woo. Chapter 199.
Okay.
We almost there.
Yes.
We got to do a celebration. We got to do something outside or something.
for episode 200?
Yep.
Yo, he loves doing the outside podcasts.
Right.
I can say, yeah.
Right,
Why
it's
not?
just
It's
dope.
that weather right now,
It's
too.
the weather. It's nice. You know what I'm saying? It separates us from outside. I'm like, yo, how do you get that good audio outside? That's what I really
That's
want.
what's about it, right.
Exactly. And then we got Tay Gaines. Obviously, y'all heard Zane. We got Zane here, and we got Tay. Tay's right now in space somewhere.
Hell
Yeah, I'm floating around.
among the cosmos.
Yo, and then we got Kid Pro in the back of the building, man.
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, man?
I'm chilling, man. Happy to be here. Thank you again for having me, bro.
Of course, bro. Glad to have you.
It's been a minute. I think a little over a year.
Yeah. You were here, so you saw the transition because when you came, it was like when I just first moved in.
Right. You were just moving in. Everything was still being built, or just before you started building it. Yeah. So just to see it now is kind of crazy, man.
Right.
This is dope. Yeah.
Been staying busy and shit. Yeah. All we had then was just a poster and shit. Just moved in, little by little. Been doing things. So we're glad to have you you back on, man.
I'm back for 199. That's what it is.
Yes.
No doubt.
199.
I like this, man.
Tay, we're gonna get you off for 200. He's like,
Shit.
I don't know. It's like that. That's quick. Gotta get the flight within the next week.
That would be you definitely. We're gonna hold off until Tay gets here.
We're not gonna record.
We're not gonna record until Tay gets here. We definitely need that for 200.
Now 200 got to be special.
Right.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Yeah, 200 is real. I mean, we missed a couple of weeks. If we didn't miss a couple of weeks, we probably would have been like 212, maybe some shit like that.
Like what, off of holidays or?
Just
Or just
how
regular
it
shit?
is.
Yeah,
just
life
like
shit.
life shit. Yeah, we probably missed because I got to figure out what the math is. What we should have been if I would have never missed a fucking week.
Shit,
That would have been interesting.
Shit, with my podcast, I
What
think
episode
I missed
y'all
about, we're on 80, 84, 85, and we've only missed about 4 weeks total because of holidays, because of vacation, and most recently, little COVID scare.
Yeah,
actually,
exactly.
so that happened as well. So it's been everybody's good, everybody's negative, and I got my first shot.
Okay.
So I got the COVID arm.
You got the COVID.
Oh, it's a little stiff.
A little stiff, a little bit. I was
'cause
surprised.
My mom told me she had gotten it. She got her second shot, and she said her arm was like stiff, and it looked like it was on steroids a little, cause she was like and my mom's not ripped, so it was just like, what's going on?
Mom, you lifting? What's
right? You working out? I'm like, what's going on here? They gave y'all the super serum, super soldier serum.
I don't know. You never know what they put in those things.
I'm saying them babies gonna be super.
I'm scared. But I went Sunday. I had no idea what I was getting, what company. I was just like,
Definitely
I'm
not
going
Johnson
here.
and Johnson.
Nah, definitely not Johnson Johnson. So I go sit down, and it's like this Swedish woman, and she got her mask on, and she's like, okay, so today we're giving you Pfizer. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem.
Oh, is it like just random? They just pull out of.
I thought she like click a little wheel like that and just be like, what's he gonna land on? Okay, you're gonna get Pfizer, or you're gonna get Moderna. And I was like, nah, it's cool. And then
pick it out of a fucking hat.
That's hilarious.
pretty much. Just pick the name out of a fucking hat. Oh, I'll tell you, you'll get Johnson and Johnson, or you get the bootleg shit.
Right. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, sorry to tell you, but you got in that J&J.
You getting that J&J?
No.
Nah, go back in there in that hat. What else you got? Nike? I ain't get no Nike shit.
Yo, imagine. Let me stop.
Imagine, yeah, boy.
They're gonna be next.
Yeah, people are gonna just start running on walls and shit.
my athletic prowess
Right.
goes up. Hell yeah, I'll
Just
take
goes
that.
up. Right, and that'll get too many people. Tell me the vaccine does this. Let me. It gives you superpowers.
Hey, their
man.
marketing team is gonna do something.
Oh man, a Marvel
Marvel
vaccine.
But it's a commercial. It's like Marvel. And it's like, yeah, get this serum. We know what serum it is. You don't need to explain to us.
Yeah.
We know what we're getting.
Oh, that'd be some
Start
shit,
marketing
man.
it to kids and shit.
Oh my god. Well, I mean,
Turn into Spider-Man.
it's gonna happen. I wonder how they're gonna do that soon once they start letting kids do it, because I think as of right now they're letting up to 16-year-olds.
So
that's
it's
the
only
max?
16
16
and
is
up.
the youngest. Yeah, 16 and up.
Yeah, they're not trying to kill the young kids yet.
You know the funny
just
thing.
messing with
You know what the funny thing about it is is that who was often taking their flu shots? Exactly. That silence just shows me no one was, right?
No.
They said, all right, no one's taking it. We gotta make them take it. So we gotta spruce up the marketing campaign just a little.
I could see that happening. Yeah. Oh my God.
Think about it.
It's
The numbers aren't any different than the flu than the years
100%.
prior. At all.
We're not going to turn this into a COVID podcast.
Well, we were talking about conspiracy before.
I was just saying that's part of
COVID.
it. That was part
they
of
had
it.
a fire ass. I have it via video. I just don't have it audio. So maybe if we'd start up like an OnlyFans or something like that,
Patreon
or Patreon,
yeah, for the unrated stuff.
Yeah, the unrated
OnlyFans. Only that just seems weird, even though it's the same shit. But it's like,
but that's what it was meant for.
You call OnlyFans.
But that's what it was meant for.
Yeah, no.
But people turn that like Instagram. That's a prime example. That was for pictures, right? But what kind of pictures you seeing on there?
Oh,
all right.
You're right. You're right.
It's not the software's fault or the app's fault.
You hear OnlyFans, you just automatically assume like
that's all
undressed,
you think
naked.
About. That's
like,
all you think about.
Hey man, we're marketing. All right, whatever they gotta do to get there, as long as they sign up.
No such thing as bad marketing.
Yes, whatever they gotta do to sign up, man.
Episode 200 is gonna be the episode with y'all shirts off. And shit.
It might be all of us in robes.
Yeah, Tay, you gotta bring your robe, man.
Y'all gonna be in robes outside.
That might do it.
Pro don't know about that one.
What the robe
competition? He knows.
We had a robe competition. I don't think he knows.
No. Tell me.
All right, so this dude, he took a headshot and he dead ass looked like he was wearing a robe.
Oh, nigga, I seen that one. Yeah. Yo, you.
It wasn't even a robe.
To me, it looks like a robe.
I know that shot. Yeah.
Right?
What was it?
It was my friend's jacket. She gave me the jacket because it was all red. So I'm gonna take a picture. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, I had it on, and then she took a picture of me, and it was like, oh, this is the one right here.
Yeah, no, that's profile picture.
It's a fire
you know
photo.
that.
Right.
You know that. It's a fire photo. Yeah.
So I said, I'm gonna post this, and then fucking that was it.
Yeah.
The DMs, the comments, and whatnot. Like, yo, who's that? I was like, bro, that changed my life because I was in a relationship, and then all of a sudden, my girl hit me up.
Yo, ain't that?
Imagine if that's what got y'all back.
That was the picture. That was the picture that did it.
One fucking picture you in a robe.
Right.
So then,
my
I was like, I had to compete.
Yeah, and then Joe here again.
So,
Because the reason why it's funny is that I had my cloud here before, and then he did a picture with the cloud.
Okay.
So then
I did see that. Yeah.
So then he did it. So then he was like, all right, I'm gonna take this up one notch. You want that robe challenge? And then he took a picture with a robe in Miami.
I
Okay.
had to.
You got the picture. I got that.
I'm gonna pull it up. And then Tay was next.
And then Tay was next.
Tay's shit was
y'all niggas
official.
was playing around.
Right.
I mean,
I think I saw a picture of you recently. Yeah, that thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, he
be doing-
posted it.
I post a
probably
lot,
seen it.
man. I post a lot.
He always
of
puts
content.
these challenges up. I was like, all right, this is a wrap now.
So it's just the robe challenge. No, I did see. That's right. Yeah.
The shit was so epic,
Bro, but this picture, man, that shit, I know that got you a lot of attention.
Man, no, it did. It absolutely did. Because I was like, I was looking at it. I'm like, bro, this is a problem. That's a problem. And
Joe
then
looked like he's staring at Zane's picture.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, is it like this? Is it like this?
He's like, right, like that was the reference shot.
Like, yo, I gotta smile this way.
Let me unbutton this a little more.
So yeah, maybe episode 200. You know what I'm saying? Nah, if you subscribe to our YouTube right now, like get it to 1,000 subscribers, we will get fucking Tay a flight out here, and we'll do all robes.
And
all right,
yeah.
and then
man, it's already gonna be 1,000 before the end of the day.
We can't promise Nat. We can't promise Nat will be in a robe. Nat isn't here today. She wanted to make it, but yeah, we can't promise she'll be in a robe. But just get us to 1,000 subscribers. All right?
That's it. All we need is just the three of us.
That's some wild shit. Now I gotta get myself a robe
Actually,
picture.
Right? I'm telling, bro.
Wait a minute.
Do a podcast on the road.
I'm gonna do a podcast in a row. My co-host might get a little weirded out,
Right.
but I think I we
but
can make
guess
it work
what?
out.
When the video drops, people are gonna be like, "What is this guy in a robe
Wait
for?"
a minute. I just thought it was a perfect idea though. What if we did it when we do our next live show?
We're just all in a
Just
robe,
robed out,
just robed out.
smoking jacket. Yeah.
Nah, but we gotta be careful, man, because people already think we be filming pornos.
I mean, based on the BTS you be taking,
Wait, they thought you were filming porns here?
they think because we have it'll be scenes that you see, and it just looks like it.
It looks like a porno.
It looks like it.
Wait, okay, the behind the scenes shots of the stuff you guys were filming.
Yes.
Okay, I've seen a couple,
Yep.
and I could see where it could be mistaken
Right.
You can see
as that.
You can see where it could be a little. Yeah, Tay's dead. Tay's like, wait a minute.
But that's like any shot.
I remember the first one you had posted with Matt, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck they got going on?"
He's like, I left too soon.
Oh, that one. Yeah, no. Well,
Next thing you know, they're Zane and Joe are directing pornos
Right,
over
but
there.
I'm in the bed though. I'm in the bed. I'm like on the.
Yeah.
I'm with the action.
yeah.
So how you think I felt?
And this was meant to be for what again?
That's the first episode.
We're filming, right now. And also for anyone that's watching us don't know, we're filming a TV show.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so we're basically transforming the podcast into a TV show. So that's episode 0.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, I can see where that's porn.
It's not a porno though.
But I can understand that
Yeah.
Why people
being
think-
mistaken for porn.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
With no context, you post that, game over.
Yeah.
I said you gotta put that on Pornhub, bro.
and then the homeboy that was holding the boom mic.
Because people are putting their music video on there.
Yo, every account I post that shit on, it gets lit. I'm like, yo,
I'm telling you that'll drive the market.
Motherfuckers is oiled up and shit.
Right.
we had the video right in there.
I forgot
It
who
was right-
spritzed them. We were like, all right, we got
Who was the oil person? Yeah,
It was me.
You and
Probably-
you was filming.
yeah, and I was filming. I was like, yep.
alright. Working double duty.
Double duty. Hold on, we need more oil. No, it wasn't. I think Jackie was spraying. No, Jackie was
think
spraying.
so?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, bro.
I had a mister, so you didn't have to do nothing. You just
Okay, because I was gonna say if you did it yourself,
No,
then you
no,
grabbing
no.
the camera, your finger's gonna slip.
that's another shoot. That's another.
You gonna grab that camera, shit's gonna slip.
Oh yeah, nah, he has it all set up very professional.
You gotta put gloves on before you start filming this shit. Well, that's wild. Okay, so then, all right, I'm not gonna ask what it was that was about because it would give away everything.
Of what, the scene?
Yeah, the scene.
Yeah.
Or you can't talk about that.
You'll see Thanksgiving. Hopefully Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is okay.
Yeah, it's be our 5-year anniversary. So we still have 3 more episodes to film. We're wrapping up the 3rd one, literally tomorrow and Friday. We wrap up the 3rd episode. Then we're gonna shoot 3 more episodes, and then hopefully it'll be done and then we release it Thanksgiving.
Now, are all the episodes together like one big storyline, or does every episode have its own unique storyline?
Different. So it's gonna be like anthology.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because they're literally we're basing them on every topic. So like, for example, I mean, your last episode was like already in like the let's say 40s ish around there, right?
Sounds about right.
But like, so that would technically that would be like a season 5, let's say, because I'm going in chronological order.
Okay.
So like, whatever topic we discussed, I would take that and turn it into a script.
Turn it into a script. Okay.
So that's how we're doing it. So whatever topic, if we talked about someone cheating,
Then that would be the basis of
yeah.
the episode. Gotcha.
and then just so you can kind of correlate. But yeah, that is the details on the show. So we'll have more details out. We've been putting this guy to work, Mr. Zane.
Yeah, man.
I'm putting Joe to work actually.
Yeah,
That's the
I've been.
reverse.
Yeah,
Putting
nah,
Joe to work.
He'll put that oil dude to work.
Right. Start spritzing.
Jesus,
That's wild. No, that's fucking awesome though, man. Just getting everything
you, bro.
together. Yeah, man.
I appreciate it, man.
I've been noticing too because I ended up jumping in like this master class. I'm learning like the whole video filming stuff, and
Word.
I've learned everything from. I mean, I knew kind of stuff, but I'm like learning the basics, the fundamentals. So everything from lighting, editing, audio, like just from the jump. And it's been a nice experience for me to learn this. I don't know where I'm gonna take it.
Yo, pro, I got something for you.
What's up?
After the podcast, talk to me.
All right, fair enough.
Look you up.
I'm gonna do it.
That's what's up, though,
Because
man.
I'm learning more and more, and I've gotten such a fucking passion for like filming. Because it started with me making my own videos, like
Exactly.
my own little freestyle series versus About Nothing. I just got tired of waiting on other people. Sometimes they had budgets that were ridiculous, for what I wanted. So I was like, you know what? Let me just get my iPhone. It's got a decent enough at the time. It was like 1080p. I'm like, let me film with this. Then I upgraded. My boy worked at a Verizon store. He helped me out, hooked me up with a 4K. Spent the fucking little bit of tax money that I had and bought myself a gimbal. So now I got stabilized videos.
Word.
So I'm like, all right, man, I'm already doing better than all these other unsigned rappers that try to film
Hell
with their
yeah.
phone and can't keep their shit steady.
Right.
So let me see where I can take this. And then it's just like I'm learning more and more, watching more YouTube videos, going on Google, paying these little master classes, checking out these tips. And I just jumped in another one. And shout out to Chemistry, who's been setting it up. And I'm just learning a lot, man. It's been fucking great.
Yeah, no, your shit is really fucking dope too,
Appreciate
man.
that,
Like,
man.
and a lot of people don't even they be like, oh, I don't want to do it on the phone. But yo, people don't realize like, yo, you could make some fire.
You can make some fire shit.
Did you?
But
do
people
the,
don't want to put in the work. That's
They
the
don't want to put
problem.
in the work.
Did you do the one where it was like multiple of you?
Yeah.
That when you
Yeah,
did on the
did
phone,
that.
that's
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, I did that on
I had
the phone.
a film, and I was like, that one was a little looked like that one was work.
It was work because it's the masking.
Exactly.
So it's you know yeah, you know what that is. So
I
it's
was
just
dealing with that the other night.
it's just a fact of making sure that obviously your background doesn't move, your camera doesn't move, you know that, and then just put them in different
Yeah, you
areas.
stack them together and just erase
Yeah.
the layers and whatnot.
So I mean, in that sense, it's kind of easy when you have one in the left, one in the middle, one in the right. At least for me. But if they're like all over the place, I can see where that can get a little tough.
Right.
And everything. Yeah. But for the most part, yeah, man, it's just going on YouTube, seeing how they do it. You have the same fucking programs or similar ones, and you can do it yourself.
Yeah.
And it's come to the point where like I'll talk to my boys, other artists around here. I'm like, yo, if you got a low budget, if you want a low budget video done, like a freestyle or something, I'll film it for you.
Yeah.
Throw me
look at
20,
that.
30.
Exactly.
Like, I'm just getting my shit up together. Like, I'm just getting my portfolio up. Like, if you want the real big budget shit, yeah, go hire someone professional that's been doing this for years. If you want some lower tier shit, because it's like you might as well have as much content as you want anyway.
100%, yeah.
I know motherfuckers that put out an album and they only do one video and they put all their bread on that one video. I'm like, you probably want to do the other 9 tracks.
Right.
So, hey, I got you back here. You want a simple one take video with the stabilized camera? I got you.
Yeah, it's
Little
good.
shit like that.
It's good to have the balance.
It is, yeah, man. You don't everything don't have to be like it's fucking Hype Williams out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, we don't need that. A lot of motherfuckers can't afford that shit. They're not living that.
Or Colin Tilley.
Yeah, that too. Wait, that name sounds familiar.
He did most of Chris Brown videos and like right now, Megan Thee Stallion, her videos.
He's doing that? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
if you look him up, you're like, damn, that dude has a lot of music videos and videos that you've seen before and
Fuck
whatnot.
with that. And that's what I'm trying to get. Because I just learned lighting and I had no idea.
My favorite is Director X.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
man.
That's why I kind of like if I'm doing music videos, I try to put it at that caliber.
Director X, Hype Williams,
Right.
Dave Myers.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple favorites.
Is Dave Myers the one that did Kendrick's video "Be Humble" or that's another director?
Could have been I can't tell you off the top of my head. Like he's done mad shit.
Because I know Dave Myers like his stuff and whatnot, but I keep forgetting. Because they were
specific ones.
Yeah, because they were hitting him up for one of the most famous videos he did. I just forgot which one that was.
I forgot. I know back in the day it was like I used to watch like MTV making the video.
Yeah.
And like they'd have him, they'd have that one Asian dude, I don't remember his name. But like
I gotta look him up.
he at the time he was like chubby, had glasses, dark hair Asian dude. He was just phenomenal as well. So it was him, Director X, who I think was Little X back in the day, Dave Myers, and Hype. So it was those 4 guys that I was just following religiously because they were doing everything from DMX. Then they do NSYNC the next week, and I'm like, these guys are crazy,
All over the place.
all over the place. So it's always been like instilled in me. Like I always liked the visual component of it. And it wasn't until I got an iPhone XS that I'm like, let me fucking try this shit myself.
Start doing it, yeah.
And now I fucking like it to the point where it's like, yo, in the future I might not even fucking do this music anymore and just focus on video
That's
directing.
dope. Yeah, man.
or
Bro,
just
I'm telling you,
something
man,
else,
that's the wave, man. I
That-
mean,
that is dope. Yeah.
for people who want to be creative, you love film, then do it, man. Don't
Yeah.
wait.
I love it. I just love the fact of just picking up a camera and just, filming something dope and, taking it somewhere and seeing what you can do with it. Special effects, color grading. Like, I'm big on the LUTs and shit. Like, I'll just
Right. You
spend
should
time
do
looking them up.
A mini documentary on like a day in the life of like what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if you want to put it in the direction of music or you can make one for the direction of filming.
That's a good idea. I want to do something. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Right.
So I just been.
But you've already
setting
been
up.
setting that, planting that seed with it. And that's one thing too. Like anyone that's listening to this or watching this, like, yo, a lot of times people just always are waiting for the perfect moment, for the perfect camera, for this and that. So like use that and just start that shit. Cause yo, like the shit you put out is really, really dope. And people don't even know, like even our shit, yo, like a good 80% of our shit, all I film on the phone.
Yeah.
I edited most of them. I only got this shit over the summer.
Right.
I was editing all my shit before on my phone.
Yeah.
And I was doing all that shit before, and people always looked at me and they were like, "Oh, you?" I'm like, "I do it on my phone."
I do it on my.
You know what I mean?
exactly.
I always did that shit, and obviously, don't get me wrong. Sometimes the fucking audio wouldn't be synced perfectly. Sometimes shit wouldn't be so perfect. But guess what? You fucking put it out. A lot of I don't have. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like people nitpick sometimes on those like little things, but it's like what? There's someone out there that's not even putting that shit out. So like, you know what I'm saying? It might not be the fucking best, might be a little blurry. Audio might be off a little bit, but guess what? You just got to do it. And then over time, you know what I'm saying? You'll get better.
You learn, you get
practice with
better.
it. You get better equipment and shit, but you just got to just do it.
No, I agree, man. If you wait your whole life for the perfect moment, you'll never get there.
Word.
I agree, man. That's how I was taking. I was like, man, these motherfuckers are putting out these videos and they dope and shit, but I just want to put out a little freestyle. So whether it's me, you know, in my car or I'm driving or whatever, as long as I'm filming and putting it out, that's what matters. And I'm already ahead of everybody else who's deciding to wait for that $3,000 camera or to wait till till that director they want is free because they've got 5 other videos they got to do. Word. Yeah, fuck all that, man. I got a phone. I'm pretty much halfway there, so I just figure out other ways to make it happen.
And people forget these phones are fucking $1,000.
That too.
We forget.
This one of the phones I had was more than the camera that I was starting with.
Yeah, bro. It's just
I'm like what? And it had 4K, and I didn't even have a 4K camera yet, and my phone had 4K. I'm like, so I can just. I mean, they have shown there's movies. There's one called Unsane, and that was filmed on the iPhone. The whole movie, and that was on Netflix, which I believe is still on Netflix.
Amazing.
And they're like, oh, but we only allow certain things. That's bullshit. That's bullshit to shoot because it's all selective with Netflix. If your movie is the most popular thing and was shot on cell phone, they're gonna take it.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
They don't care.
They don't care.
They do that to other people as a deterrent. Oh, you gotta have this certain camera. You can't just submit.
Yeah, no.
That's a deterrent. They accept cell phones. Don't let them lie to you.
Yeah, they'll take that, and I think it's crazy, man. And people like really they have the power in their hand, literally. And they don't want to take the steps to do it. Yeah. So I've offered it to people too, like, yo, I'll help. Wow. And motherfuckers still get weird. And that part I still have yet to understand.
You know why? Because they're like you're gonna take it with your phone, but
nigga.
Oh yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
I had homeboy one time, right? He was like he saw my shit that I do, and I was doing him a favor, like a favor.
Yeah.
And I pulled up in the house and he was like looking. I was like, where's your camera? I was like. He's like, oh, you can do it on your phone? I was like, bro, you brought me here for a reason.
Right.
I was like, oh, the shit you see? I was like, you know when it's his shit. Right. I was like, you know when it's his shit.
Yeah.
His shit is that fly, like, you know. Yeah. I'm like, other shit is like on my phone. And I did that shit and it came my fucking fly. He was like, oh.
No, it came out fly.
The poker. I'm talking about the poker video.
Yeah, no, I saw it. It was edited really dope. Like you wanted to go to the poker thing because how he shot it, he made it move, did the side angles and whatnot. He was panning with. I'm like, if you... So what do you think is gonna happen if you buy the camera and you don't have those techniques? What you gonna do? Exactly. It's not gonna make you amazing,
right?
So it's all about it's like a martial arts form, I believe, being a filmmaker, because I could give you the camera, but what you do with the camera is a tool. It's what you do with the camera.
What you do, yeah. And then after that, the editing process is what you can do there as well.
Right.
I don't get it twisted, though. Anyone that's watching this, listening to this, some of the shit y'all put out is trash. Like, you have to know the balance of, but I'm serious. Like, a lot of times y'all making these shits yourselves, but also, like, you know, watch some, like he said, you watch his YouTube videos, you learn, educate yourself a little bit. You know what I mean?
Educate. Don't
ask a friend for some honest opinion.
Absolutely.
Some of y'all shit, like, that's... Your fonts are fucking wild. Fucking blurry.
Yeah, fonts is a major thing too.
20 different filters on one video.
Yeah,
it's rough.
No, don't get me started. It's tough. You know what? The thing I seen recently, I won't name the artist, but they did like a promo video for their shit coming up, and it had the Shutterstock watermark all over it.
Oh no!
All over the stock footage they were using.
No!
And it's like, okay, so no one's gonna call them out on this shit, but you know, but it's online, and you know, people fuck with them. And maybe they see it, but they're still giving them the likes and the comments.
They
don't care. And I don't want to come off like a hater, but me, and I'm not an established filmmaker either. But I know enough to be like, yeah, that's kind of corny.
That's cheesy,
you got the Shutterstock watermark all over your shit. And I'm just like, yo, come on. Who okayed this?
I actually let one fly one time for me. You know why? Because it took me it was on my old HP computer.
Oh, God.
So it was a slow computer. I was trying to edit some shit on a fucking thing. It took me hours to fucking edit. I thought the program was free.
Okay.
And then at the end, they're like fucking whatever amount of money that I didn't have. And I said, and I cursed the fucking computer out. And then I said, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Y'all gonna take this watermark fireness. And I just still fucking did it. But that was at one time. But other than that, yeah. Pay the $9.99, whatever the fucking is.
Or just use something else. Make your own stock footage. Like, what the fuck? Like, really, the whole it literally said Shutterstock. I could see it the whole fucking time. And they're pushing this shit.
It's
talking
art.
About, it's art. Oh, the new shit's coming out. Like, what the fuck? Y'all supposed to be like, who your whole team is full of bosses, quote unquote.
Right.
Who okayed this shit?
Well, that's what happens when you surround yourself with yes men.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's it.
Because I'm sure the artist had to have seen that.
Right.
and maybe he had a question, and the guy was like, "Well, this is what we had."
I said that about some movies I be watching. Who was I having this? Was I having that conversation with you?
What about what?
I said there's movies that are out, and then you think about it, and you're like, "Yo, this had to go into the room. Everybody watched it." I was talking to my boy Ankit about it. We were talking about the movie, the Mortal Kombat movie that came out.
I just saw it this past weekend.
We said this movie came out, and it was in a room of all the execs and everybody. And then when it got released,
hold on, Tay, did you see it?
You didn't see it. I'm not gonna.
We won't spoil it.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
We won't spoil it.
Yeah, you didn't see it, right? Hold on, you're muted.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm actually gonna watch it. I got it on my list in the room.
Definitely watch it. I'll say that.
Definitely watch
I've
it.
actually seen it. I don't watch movies, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But we can't. Let's not talk about it.
The acting was, it could have been better. Is all I got to say.
Well, that I expected.
For certain characters, not all the characters.
Yeah.
Just particular characters.
That I expected.
Yeah.
Because I'm not expecting A-level acting, Oscar-worthy shit.
But they had some high key players in that film though, like Raiden and Scorpio. And the one that plays Sub-Zero, they're like high caliber.
They out there. Yeah, they out there.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, all right, whatever. I think this was their opening. But like certain movies like that, it's just like y'all had the platform, y'all had the budget, and y'all could have done a better
Don't
job.
say it. Tay's still here.
It tastes dead.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
We're gonna switch topics here. I want to know, so this album. What day did you drop the album?
I dropped the album the same day, a year after I dropped Kick and Snare.
It was the same day.
Same day.
What was that?
That was January 11th.
January 11th.
January 11th. Yeah,
It was
KIDNOVA.
Yeah, it was dope. I was listening to it on the way to go see Tay. We drove out there to North Carolina.
Oh, dope.
I was listening to him. Remember, it was like right after you dropped it. That shit was super hard, man. I love that you had that vibe, like the whole superhero vibe to it.
Yeah, man. It was really important for me to I wanted to do something different. We just thought about the whole duality thing. I wanted to do something like a side A, side B type of deal. And we decided, me and Yosanova, the producer, we produced the whole album. Shout out to Yos.
Yeah, he's super talented.
Super talented, man. Fucking out in South Jersey in the neighborhoods, they call it. Some fucking town called fucking Deptford. I don't even know what the fuck that was. I didn't know that existed.
Far.
That's far as shit out there, but great fucking place. Real chill, real relaxed. And we just wanted to do the superhero thing. And at the time, I was watching that show, The Boys.
Okay.
Oh, that's my shit.
Yeah, on Amazon. And I was just like, yo, there's so much here that I can like identify with, because it's like these guys that have been given like godlike powers, but they're still having issues like regular people. And I was like, my godlike power, at least that I feel like, is my rapping ability. Like I'm able to just like, excite people. I'm able to make them go, wow. Like that's a superpower for me. Right. But I still have these regular people issues. Right. So I was like, let me fucking make an album about that. So I had my side A, which is like me having the power, showing you that I can fucking rap, showing you that I'm like the best there is, all that shit. And then side B, I've realized, oh man, my head's gotten way too big. I'm gassed up. I got to come back down. I got to remember that I'm disrespecting people that I love and that respect me. I got to do better about this. So it's kind of like a character story arc type of thing. That was the whole idea behind it.
You feel a lot of people got that perception?
They tried to at first. You got to kind of spoon feed it to them a little bit, but that's why, I posted stuff beforehand. Like, look, this is side A. This is side B. Like, this is a little more, downplayed, but people weren't used to me being so introspective.
That's what I was going to get into.
Yeah.
You were on this one. But first of all, I think it depends on how people listen to music.
Yeah.
I listen to music. I literally start from top to bottom. You know
Same
what
here.
I'm saying? Like,
Same here.
very once in a while, I'll choose if it has, depending on the feature or something, I'll go, but then I'll always go back to start to finish.
Yeah.
So from yours, you definitely did that transition really, really dope. And that's what I was going to say too, man. Like, your first one was introspective though too.
It was
moments like you had.
Yeah, no, it was like songs like The Meaning. Like
like you had, but this one you went like
I made it a point to to do that because I really wanted to get that out. Like I wanted to. Was he Tay not there no more?
You good? He'll pop in if he has to.
No, that's pretty much what I wanted to put out. I'm like, I can have a side of me that's just this. Plus, I wanted to tell a story. So it's if I go up here, I want to be in a different type of vibe over here on side B. That's pretty much what we went through. Yost made sure that the beats matched what I was saying and the vibe that I wanted. We went from there. There were a couple times where beats he sent sounded like a side A type thing. I said, you know what? I have enough here. I need something a little bit more relaxed, a little more toned down, and then save it for side B. So that happened a couple times with a few beats. I think the Set in Stone song was originally going to be like on side B, but I needed something that was just up tempo. Ended up making it for side A. It's like little stuff like that.
That song, but the Set in Stone,
Set in Stone
kind
was
of both.
crazy fucking song.
Yeah, but to me, it's kind of both.
It can be both.
It's
Yeah,
kind of a side A and side B record.
in a way. Yeah.
And that's why, and it's an earlier record. What is it? 3, 2? What is it?
That is 2.
Yeah, so
it's track 2.
when I heard that, I was able to tell kind of the direction you were gonna go.
Yeah, because the first track, and people told me too, like the main thing I was told people is like, yo, track 1 was cool, but it's just you rapping, and I knew that what it was.
Hard, but
it's hard,
yeah.
but it's just nowadays niggas don't want to hear you spit like 100 bars. Like they don't.
Fuck
They don't
outta
give a
here. I
fuck.
do.
I feel you, because I know where you come from and the stuff you like. So I mean, for you, it's right up your alley.
It's like
Other people, they appreciate it, but it's got to have a hook and something to bring them back in to reel them in, and that's what track 2 was. So people have told me like, yo, your album is dope, but like I started really vibing track 2 and on.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, damn, that's a consensus. I'm like, I see. So now I kind of took that in. I did a mental note. I was like, all right.
fuck. What do y'all
Because
say?
yeah, I don't know, man. It's either it was too much rapping. Cause nowadays it's like I'm in that
They
lyrical
want their
miracle
fast,
box.
that fast food.
And I did that, and I did that a little bit, or the faster beats and shit too. But it's just like, look, this is still me. I still want to show people I can fucking rap, and I'm giving you wordplay. I'm giving you metaphors, shit that's not as celebrated nowadays.
I think you know why it puts off certain people, because the fast food has no kind of substance.
Yeah.
So then when you say it's a longer track, they're thinking it's a longer version of something with no substance.
Pretty much.
So
I can see that.
So if they know you, they'll listen. But if you sell yourself in like I'm a storyteller, then I'd listen to you like kind of like Slick Rick and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like them storyteller rappers. It's like, oh, I could listen to this. But if it comes off like, if it's like that fast food mainstream stuff, they automatically assume that longevity is going to be that fast food.
Yeah.
And like, why would I want to sit there?
People see 3.5 minute long song and they go, whoa.
That's
Right.
fucking crazy.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm
That's
looking
a
for the
long
7-minute
time.
songs.
Slow down here.
I'm
Right.
looking for the 7 minutes, 6 minutes with the fucking beat just to rock at the end for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I like that with a 2-minute guitar solo at the end.
Right.
Yeah,
These
that's
songs
my
used to
vibe.
be longer back in the day on the radio. I'm like, yo, this song was long as hell. You just rocking. Nowadays, like before you can enjoy the song, it's over.
It's over.
Now to the
Well,
commercial
they
break.
do that on purpose so you can stream it fucking a million times.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes the DJs, like on the rush hour shows, they'll speed up the BPM a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because just to keep the shit going.
Right.
I realized that shit was weird. But yeah, like after that song, I made sure that was the one song that I'm just gonna fucking rap. So that was it. And then after that, it's just like I went into regular song format.
Word.
You know, some songs would be 16 bars, others would be 20, but I made sure I had like a chorus in there for people. And that was me doing that. In the middle was the bridge, where it's just me trying out a different flow, but it was also just me, that being the bridge from side A into side B. And then side B was just a lot more personal, introspective shit, talking about my kids, like a song dedicated to them called From Dad, a song about relationships, and all just stuff like that. That was just a part of me going through the whole change from kick and snare to now. Also just being locked in for the whole fucking year. Because I put out kick snare January 2020. I'm thinking like, all right, I did this interview here. I'm going to go out. I'm going to push this shit hard, and I'm going to go all 2020 and perform everywhere. And then fucking COVID. So then I'm stuck with a fucking album I just put out. It was my first album. I'm excited. I was going to do all this.
Especially when you want to perform it.
I wanted to perform everywhere, man. I was trying to go out of state, not just keep it in Jersey, but go out of state and really push this shit. And then that happened. I'm like, fuck. Yeah. I couldn't make videos. I didn't make any videos for kick and snare, which sucks, which I still could do.
I think you could do it because someone told me this, which was wild. They said that it's new content to everyone else if they haven't seen it.
Exactly. That makes sense.
I think I told you, right?
That makes perfect sense. So so to me, I got a whole nother fucking album worth of material I can just make a video for. Yeah, absolutely. And because it's still in stores, it's still on your phone.
Right, and they haven't seen it yet. There's songs that blew up that's been out. You know what I'm saying? Like what's that song? Boo with El May and whatnot.
Oh, El May, yeah.
I heard that song probably like a year and a few months before it became mainstream. So then when I heard it again on the radio, I'm like, oh shit, she made it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just interesting that like I was listening to Kalani before it became mainstream, and it was just like, yo, like the stuff that we create now can still have a potential. People nowadays, they just, I made it, it didn't blow up in 2 weeks or a month, and then they just abandon They just abandon the project and start
Yeah.
something new.
That's wild to me, bro.
I'm like, what? That's like your baby. That's your child.
And believe me, I've had that conversation with too many people, and I've talked about it on my podcast as well. Is like the way the rate of music being so digestible nowadays. Like, why is it that these motherfuckers just want to put out an album, promote it for 2-3 weeks on Instagram, whatever, half-assedly, is that a word? And then forget about it, and then put out a single the next month. I'm like, what are you just doing? You just put out some dope shit. And just because your people have stopped reposting it over the first week doesn't mean you stop pushing yourself. Because my thought process has been, okay, the first week of your release is all your peoples knowing, your closest friends, your family, they're the ones that are resharing it, reposting it the most, right? Cool. The second week and on is everybody else in the world. That's how I take it. So you should not stop after 2-3 weeks and then put out something else. You probably sitting on a gold mine and you're not taking advantage of it.
Drop a bomb on that one.
That shit irks the fuck out of me, man. So I told myself, I'm like, I'm putting this out now. I'm going to give it my all, because what I could have done was, it's 11 songs. I could have just done one song a month and done it that way, but then I would have not pushed anything as hard as I did before.
Right.
I'm still pushing this shit. I dropped a video a fucking month and a half ago. Guess what? I'm still pushing it every day.
Right.
I'm still letting people know, yo, it's on YouTube. You can go watch it. I make my little stories. I get my little apps, and I do my, my little video, whatever shit, just to make it look cool, other than just posting a picture. There's mad stuff you got to do nowadays, especially if you're on your own, if you're independent. There's no label doing this shit for me, so I had to learn how to do it myself.
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to put in the work like you've been doing. That's what people don't
man,
understand.
that's what it's about. And I know you guys were laughing too, because you guys agree. Like, there's no reason why you should just promote your shit for just 2 weeks and move on.
Yeah, not at all.
Right.
Like, this is a big thing. Like,
And that happens way too often. That's why I don't post as much on my Instagram with like pictures and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, what is the point for me to keep on doing that if I want you to slow down and enjoy the content that I'm putting out?
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, I could eat the amount of I could leave right now the amount of pictures that I currently have, and then drop stuff, and then I don't have to do anything. But it's just like I want to slow the rate down, enjoy. Don't run through the museum. Take a stroll through the museum.
Yeah, it's hard to get people to do that anyway, though, because they're so
Right.
used to just scrolling and seeing everything.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, what do you even do at that point? You have to, and then it doesn't matter what content you make, they're still going to treat it the same.
And
I've
that-
realized that too.
Right. And then the only time they'll stop if it has like a lot of shock value. Like the stuff that I have, like, say if I have an angel bleeding out of her eyes and blood everywhere, people will stop for that.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to have colorful.
I'll stop for this.
Right. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Just like stuff like that, and they'll, I'll stop. So that means that the psychological part of them doing their swiping and going up, it hasn't changed. You just got to try harder because they're going too fast.
Yeah.
If it was a little slower pace, then you get more traction. But now everybody's like that, I have to see like a bright color or something. Oh wait, what's that?
Yeah.
And that'll stop you.
And they got, I think what's the scientific shit they said? I think I read it somewhere. You only have 3 seconds to catch the scroller's attention.
3 seconds.
Maybe
That makes
even
sense.
less.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cause like you look and explore 1, 2, 3.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah.
Like about 3 seconds, and what the hell am I searching again?
Yeah.
Because when they moved that search with the Explorer, that fucked me up.
Oh man, I know. Yo, once they made those changes,
I was like, I forgot what I was here searching for. What was I searching for again?
and then I tested this one time. You can really learn a lot about a person by viewing their Explore page.
Oh man,
You can learn a lot about everybody. So I asked my friends, "Is like, so what do you got on your Explore page?" And they're like, I got some. Like for me, I got a mix of wrestling, soccer, fitness chicks.
the fact that it's
Fitness
specific,
chicks.
it's
Yeah,
specific.
They ain't into no advanced
chick-
fitness.
No, well, there's some thick ones and there's some slim ones. There's a lot of different stuff. So yeah.
Tay, what's in your Explore page?
Oh, and hip hop too.
Take it off
Mine is
mute.
mine is a lot of basketball, some rap shit. And I know it's like some inspirational quotes in there throughout there.
See, that's a
but
good mix.
more so basketball and a lot of rap shit. Then it'd be some crazy shit on throughout.
No women?
I'm sure
No
Joe
finish
see. I'm sure Jersey Media see my shit. And be,
Oh yeah, Jersey Media does run your account, so I don't want to
Yeah.
get none up.
yeah, Jersey Media be fucking with my account. So I gotta be careful with what I do on there.
That'd be some wild stuff. My shit is just all fitness chicks. That's all it is. That's just all it is. But I have other interests though too, so I don't know if that theory is really accurate.
Y'all want to guess what mine is?
What?
It's super obvious. Maybe Kid Pro will probably know.
What besides like photography stuff? Well, mine does include photography tips as well.
I'll give you 3. It's like 3 things that it could be.
3 things that it could be.
Bro, this is mine. This is.
I already know what yours is, Joe.
Joe.
I already know what yours is.
Holy shit!
Oh, hey.
Wait, what is that? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure where that was coming out of or it was going.
Right.
In.
Oh my god.
Bro, you shit. Bro, you shit. Hold on, man.
Yo,
This is that's hilarious because you don't know what's on Joe's screen.
I'm gonna send it to Tay.
Oh,
yeah, wait,
why?
hold up. Can I get a live reaction of Tay seeing this? Yeah, see it. That's how our heads move too.
Yeah, right. He's like, wait, what is that?
But like,
He said his mic is muted.
Hold on, we gotta start from the beginning.
Beginning. Oh, I didn't see it. Don't show me. Maybe show me.
Quay, he's not looking at
I'm
this.
not
Y'all was
looking.
kissed her damn self. I loved it.
Word,
Yeah.
right? Jeez, I gotta go on my explore page more often.
Bro, your shit is all of them though. That shit is wow. Like all of it. Hold up.
Oh, no, there's some rap shit.
Oh, there's some rap there.
There's
Okay,
some-
there's some rap there.
there's
All
something.
I'll give you that.
Every time I get home,
What do you think mine is?
What I think yours is a mix of models.
No.
Nah? Okay.
I don't even fucking know this guy.
I was gonna say, all right, so it's not models. All right, so no Instagram models, no fitness chicks.
Mm-mm.
Shit.
He has a
It's
girlfriend.
obvious.
He has a girlfriend.
Nope. No, that wouldn't.
Okay, sushi.
No, it wouldn't change it. Nope. We were just talking about it.
Conspiracy theories.
Nah, I make
Mortal-
sure not to
Mortal
be talking.
Mortal Kombat. No.
Nah, not
Other
Mortal
stuff.
Kombat. Something that Phil definitely watches this all the time.
Marvel shit.
Comic books.
Comic book.
That's your
Okay,
explore
yeah, I got-
page?
That's
All
my
right.
explore
I've never
page.
seen an explore page like that before.
Yeah, this is my explore page, bro.
My shit got a little bit of everything.
It's cameras and comic books.
Cameras.
Hey,
and comic
Joe,
books.
I just sent you a screenshot of my score page.
All right. Let me see.
See, I can't bullshit.
See,
So
I got soccer. I got styling tips like men's fashion. What else I got? I got
Damn. I thought my shit
I
was
got
like,
NBA shit.
That's crazy.
So
Hip-hop
now
shit.
they're really specific. Okay.
I saw a cute picture of Billie Eilish and now she's all over my shit.
Hold on, you're not scrolling a bit? Okay.
I'm scrolling through everything. I'm just this is what I'm
I
saying.
don't
like,
need to hide mine's
workout.
comic
Then I'm not hiding my shit, but like workout shit, like basketball, wrestling,
You know what? I want to see
music, a little
I
bit of
want to
everything.
see these ladies. I want to see their explore
this is
page.
For real, man.
That's Taze. He
serious.
just sent it.
All right, so basketball. I see Jake Paul.
Yeah. So see.
So
look at that.
Instagram hating on me. yo.
No, and Instagram not hating on you, Joe, because I know you, Joe. I know what you be scrolling.
Yeah, based on your followers. Like I've seen that plenty of times.
That shit is crazy. So other than that, back to introspective albums and shit.
Right,
yeah.
All these
Introspective albums.
fucking filthy animals. All y'all filthy explore pages.
Oh my god.
Gee, who was that too? Hey.
Bro, it's crazy. Yeah, I be saying so many Instagram models, and I see like friends I know that just like the picture. I'm like, damn, okay. And that from all over. Like I've seen some chick. Yeah, a friend of mine that I met through a show, he's always liking this one 18-year-old British fitness model's page. I'm like, I see you, bro. I see you.
He's like, I see you. Hey man,
Because the name always shows up. It says this person and
Yeah.
10,000 others liked it.
it always shows you the main, like your man's.
Yeah, your man. So I see who Joe Budden likes.
It always snitches. Yeah,
Oh, that's right. They snitching
it
on
always snitches.
you. Bro, you don't need to know why I like this Scottish model. You don't need to know.
That's why you gotta have the burner accounts.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Nah, that I don't have. I should get one. My explore page would be all types of fuckery.
Man,
But-
listen.
But back to the music, man.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, so you said actually in Set in Stone that you were feeling like from what you were listening to and the other records and music that was out that you were uninspired.
Yeah.
So like, who do you listen to now for yourself?
Oh my God, that's the crazy thing. I don't listen to much music anymore. Like I listen more to podcasts. Believe it or not. Like I've been doing much more of that. I have been trying to get into different types of music. Like I just started getting into more soul music, more 60s and 70s, and a little bit of 80s. But for the most part, like just podcast or comedy. I've taken a liking to listening to podcasts that have comics, like Brilliant Idiots, Flagrant 2, Two Bears, One Cave. just anything that has a comedian or something. I just appreciate the humor in it and everything like that. So I've been listening to more of that. I haven't been inspired by a lot of this hip hop because it's just frowned upon. Like the shit that I make, I hate to call it boom bap. That's what we're labeled or boxed in as. People just have lost the love for it. And I don't want to say that because I know people like you and other people that appreciate it. But it's just like mainstream. The masses. Yeah, the masses. They don't give a fuck about it anymore. And we're just called lyrical miracle. Like, oh, ain't nobody trying to hear that lyrical miracle shit. I've heard that so many times. And it bugs the fuck out of me. Because it's like when you hear the alternative, like on the ride here, I was listening to the fucking Moneybagg Yo album. No disrespect to him. A lot of it sounded the same, and a lot of these tracks are like 1.5 to 2 minutes long. Yeah. The beats sound the same. You might have some type of substance in it, but for the most part, it's pretty regular.
Yeah, because if they're not buying the album, I'll just focus on one song.
One song, you got 20 fucking songs,
20
like
songs,
2 minutes long.
Right, and none of those songs correlate to each other whatsoever.
There's no meaning.
There's no meaning to the album. So whichever song makes it. That's what it is.
And people have been saying, "Yo, this album is hard." So I'm like, all right, let me hear it. If enough people are saying it's hard, let me give it a chance. And I found maybe 2 songs that meant something, you know, and that's it. And people only go like, "Oh yeah, that one line he had," where it's like this, and it's like. Okay, every rapper is just talking, or the new school rapper is just talking about how everybody's fake, and you know they don't have friends, and you know this. I'm like, all right, cool. It just makes you feel like every rapper doesn't trust anybody,
right?
And I'm like, I'm just so tired of that shit. I'm tired of every rapper being surrounded by envious people. I'm tired of every rapper being surrounded by hoes. I'm tired of every rapper being surrounded by fake friends and fake this and fake that. Everybody's fucking fake when you're a fucking rapper. I hate that shit.
It used to be a storytelling. It used to be some of them raps used to be current events.
Yeah, now it's not that anymore. It's just how can I sound hot for the moment?
Right.
You know, like the microwave bullshit.
Right.
So yeah, man. So I wanted to make just a fucking album. I wanted to give you a song about different topics to really talk about something. Kind of like what you're doing with your show. Word. Everything is a different topic. I don't want shit to like overlap and you know, and talk about other stuff. I don't want to talk about the same things in this song and then mention them again in that song. If it was going to be like maybe a little callback, but nothing to be like, oh, I couldn't remember the difference between this one and this one. I didn't want that.
Yeah, different vibes to it. Like you said, you'll set a song to your kids.
Yeah, man. That song wasn't even going to happen. Originally, it was just going to be a song about the youth. And I had the producer, Yos, he had a few of his friends from Detroit, rappers that he knew, were going to jump on it with me. So we were going to have a song. And like, look, I don't want to have a bar song. I want to make a song about the youth. So let's just say if you had 16 bars, a verse to write a song to the youth, to write something to youth, how would you talk to them about the kids? For whatever reason, the shit fell through. They couldn't make it. It was crunch time for me. I'm like, nah, I gave myself a deadline. I got to make this happen. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to write 2 verses, one about my oldest son, the other one about my youngest son. And we, shout out to my podcast co-host Sade. She got her sister, Velvet, to come through and do the hook for me. And LB from S Double, she wrote the hook. So it worked pretty great. And then that came through and ended up being the song From Dad. And that ended up being my favorite song on the fucking album. Yeah. A lot of people like that song. I didn't know what to think of it at first, but, you know, when a couple people would call you and say, hey, you know, I kind of cried listening to that. Yeah, I'm like, all right, I did pretty good.
How old are your kids again?
My oldest is 10, and my youngest just turned 2.
How'd your 10-year-old react to that?
He loved it, man. He cried. I heard it with him. He cried. So it was pretty dope to see that. And that's pretty much all I need. Like, I don't really care about a platinum album or doing this, getting recognition. Like, I made something that connected with someone emotionally. Like, I think that's pretty fucking dope. Yeah. That's really what matters at the end of the day. Don't get me wrong. I'll take the gold and platinum plaque. But if I could just let somebody, like, they hear it and they tell me, like, yo, that was, like, deep. Like, I felt that. And I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I fuck with that.
And that's cool that he's at that age now, too. He could see that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They're
like,
fucking smart. 10-year-olds are fucking
bro
smart as hell. I had no idea. I'm like, I was not like this when I was 10.
The access to technology makes there's like no limit to the internet. So
and I now knowing that, it's just like, holy shit.
They're gonna grow faster.
Yeah, he's growing faster, and I'm just like kind of scared. Like I'll talk to him about stuff, and he already knows. I'm just like shit.
That's the type of shit you had to go to the library for.
Yeah, he's got a dark sense of humor like me, so it's kind of like, you know, we're watching Mortal Kombat and we're laughing at the same things.
And you're like.
And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, you're me. And it's kind of like when I talk to him and I know he's not telling me the full truth, I can kind of call him out on it. And I'm like, okay, that sounds like something I would do when I was your age. I'm like, I can see that.
You mentioned a little bit of that in the record too. I think what was the bar? But you said you basically say you're like, I see a little bit of you and me.
Oh yeah. I was saying with both of them. With my 2-year-old, like I can see like he's gonna be a life of the party. Like that kid is just full of energy. He's very happy. My oldest was a very chill guy, so I see both of those sides. Like my oldest is my introverted side. My youngest is my extroverted side. So where I like to be a homebody and chill, that's my oldest. Where I like to go out and talk to people and make motherfuckers laugh, that's my youngest. So I'm seeing the mix of it, and it's kind of crazy because you're seeing both sides of yourself in two different people. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And what's wild, man, with the 10-year-old, you'll see as they get a little older. Like my little one, she's 13.
Yeah.
And it's like every year, it's just like, it's crazy, obviously, you know, because they always grow and shit. You go through things. But it's like you start going through shit that you don't expect. Like now she's 13, and like you have to put yourself when you were 13.
Yeah.
And it's like, I forgot about the fights.
Yeah, do you even remember? Like that was so fucking long ago. At least for me, it was. I'm fucking 34. Like
I forgot about the fights. I forgot about middle school. I forgot about that shit. So now she's going through that type of stuff where kids are like wanting to get into fights and shit like that. And it's like, oh, I forgot about that.
yeah, that's the part that I'm like
You see
dreading.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like
it's coming soon.
I'm dreading like those talks I might have with him when he's like, no, I don't really want to hang out with anybody. Or he's like, I don't really have friends. He's got two good friends that he hangs out with, and I'm cool with that. If they go out, like their birthdays, they don't have big parties. They just hang with each other.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's dope. I'm like, where do you guys want to go? So whenever it's my kid's birthday, I'm like, text each other, plan out where you want to go. So this past year, we took them to like a mini golf spot and then got some pizza. Word. Perfect. No problem.
You don't need too much to entertain
You
kids.
you really don't. But it's like I'm glad because I don't.
Nah, but as they get older though,
As they get older, he might want something. But like, I've been good with it, man. I've been taking care of him. I got him a cell phone. I felt like he was responsible enough. He has his iPad. For Christmas, me and the uncles, we all chipped in and we got him a computer.
Oh, sweet.
You know, yeah, like he's doing good. And I just told him like, look, you got to come through. I did my part. You got to do your part. I need you to keep your grades up. I need you to be respectful with me and your mother. And, you know, it'll be smooth sailing. So, I mean, that's a job in itself, like I said. And I've learned a lot of it during the pandemic, just being home with them. That's been the toughest part of this. But it's also a blessing in disguise because had it not been for this, I would have never seen my youngest grow up, like in front of me. I got to see him walk. I got to see him start talking. Like, it's a beautiful thing. It would have never have happened if I was doing a 9 to 5.
1,000%.
Yeah, man.
Everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what the reason is. I've said that before, but it's pretty cool. I get to see him grow up. And now it's just like, okay, now where are we going with this? Like, my oldest motherfucker's like up to my chest now. And like last year, I think he was like by like my waist. It's like the growth spurt is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit is wild, man.
I think I heard you talking about something that on the B side as well too. The records, like you're like, okay, well, people say like it happens for a reason, like that. What you just said, like, but what is that reason?
But what is the reason? I always want to know.
I think you just gotta just keep going, man, because it's like
agreed.
Right now we're in 2021. I feel like all four of us can sit back and pull up like 2018 and be like, oh, that was for that.
Yeah.
That was for that. That was for that. So like a lot of times when we're in that moment, we question a lot. We're inquisitive a lot, you know, and like if you're introspective and you're a Virgo and stuff like that, you can start, and like certain people, you know, you get a little more introspective than others and you get in your feelings, or you wonder why certain things happen and you start questioning them. You almost start questioning like your religion and all those different things. But I've just, most of all, man, like even just listening to the album, what I got from it, I was just like, bro, I just want to tell you, like, just trust the process.
Right. Yeah.
Just
pretty
trust
much.
it. Like,
yeah, you're right.
All those questions that you sprinkled through here and there, just trust it.
And that's like,
and it's shifting the perspective every time. So all those different questions you have, just shift the perspective on it, and then also just trust the process. You'll see.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, it's all a learning process, man. It's all a part of just growing up and becoming more of a man. And that's one of the things we talked about last time I was here, just the whole fatherhood journey. That's pretty much what it's been, man. And just learning more and more about yourself.
It's so funny too, bro, because the question I put up, the questionnaire, was on for the podcast. They actually put fatherhood. I asked like what topic they want us to get into, fatherhood. It was just fun. I was like, we talked about that. We talked about
that last time.
So like, and we are gonna get ready to close out the episode soon. But I did want to just say, like, what would you have to say to dads out there who are there, but not really there? And that's another thing. I'll just kind of touch on it real quick now. And I think maybe we'll talk about it on a different episode, maybe Zane, and say like, A lot of times you could be a dad, you could be a father, you could be there presently or around.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you're really being a father or being dad, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. I've gone through that myself. Yeah, I've had times where I was physically there, but I wasn't like mentally or emotionally there. Pretty much, yeah. And that can happen with any relationship, with friendships, with significant others. That can happen all the time too. Like you're there, but you're not there. So the advice I would say is just really take the time out to, especially with your kids, to find out their interests, find out what, not to say, but what makes them tick, what do they like and don't like, and try to find some common ground. Like with my kid, I know he's a big gamer, and that's not a problem. We can pick up the sticks and we can start playing. Not a problem. We can watch Mortal Kombat together. We saw Mortal Kombat together. The fact that I could see the Mortal Kombat movie, knowing how it happened for me, like I was a young kid with the Sega Genesis, fucking playing as Liu Kang and Sub-Zero.
Right.
To think, fucking 30 fucking years later, I'm sitting down with my 10-year-old watching Mortal Kombat. Like for a second, like I almost shed a tear. I'm like, this is crazy.
Right.
Like it's things like that. Like, and because I took the time out to learn something that he was interested in, and I woke him up from bed because me and my wife, we were just gonna watch it ourselves. We're like, no, let's go wake him up. It was Sunday. He was sleeping in late. I'm like, no, I went to his room. Like, yeah, get up. We're gonna watch Mortal Kombat together. And it just felt like, you would think that's not the movie where we'd have like a heartwarming family moment, but it was.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah,
to see motherfuckers getting their heart ripped out and getting their spine decompressed. That ended up being the family moment that we needed. And
remember, no spoilers.
Sorry, yeah.
Right.
But they do fatalities. That's all you gotta know. They do fatalities. A nigga's heart getting ripped out was bound to happen. That's all I'm saying. It was bound to happen. All right.
Oh my god.
But the point is, yeah, it's something like that brought us close together. So whatever it is with your dads, find something that your kid is into and just try to find some common ground and just like have fun with it, man. That's really all it is. They're kids at the end of the day. You're not going to get some profound world-changing discussion. It's just going to be like, hey, I'm into this. So watch an episode with them. Go out to the park if they like playing basketball, shoot some fucking hoops with them. Like it's really as simple as that.
Even if they're older, too. Like it's like.
Well, if they're older, then you got to learn to talk. Then you got to have some actual conversation.
Not just the whole basic shit.
Yeah, and that's a little bit more not in my wheelhouse because I'm not there yet.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm getting there. But yeah, while you can, find a common interest and work on it. Work towards it.
Word.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. This dog's going, my security dog over here, Princess. But Tay, what you about to get into the rest of your night?
Well, today I had off, so I didn't really do too much today. I did that whole The Rock diet that I'm trying to do.
Oh yeah, you were telling us earlier.
I can't, man. It's too much food for me. Way too much food. So he eats like 5,000 calories a day. So I think I'm gonna do like 3,500, 3,000. Because that 5,000 calories, bro, getting up in the morning, eating a big ass, like you said, a big ass steak for breakfast with egg whites and oatmeal.
Who's that?
Hell no.
You talking about The Rock?
Wait, this is The Rock?
Yeah, he's trying to do the Rock diet, basically.
5,000 calorie diet?
Oh
Holy
nah,
shit.
that man's a monster, man.
No, man.
Man, I'm trying to get, my goal is to gain like 30 pounds in like a month. So
Okay.
that's the only reason why I'm doing it.
You doing it
Like
clean?
typically,
You doing it
Say
clean?
what?
You doing it clean?
yeah. I haven't been I'm not doing any supplements, all food, everything natural.
Well, no,
Like-
when he meant clean, he meant like
Eating
clean.
stupid.
Of course. Of course.
So you touching junk food, everything? Or no, you're not?
I'm
No,
not,
no.
No,
no, I'm not.
Oh, nothing like
No,
that.
I'm not
Okay.
messing with. Yeah, I'm not messing with any junk food anymore. Like I was using supplements, as far as like working out, protein shakes, but I changed from like the regular protein shakes to vegan protein shakes.
Okay.
That just simply because I'm eating cleaner, and I was like, since I'm eating cleaner, and a lot of these protein shakes say they're dairy free, but they're really not. It still fucks up my stomach and shit.
True.
So I just switched to vegan. So just that, eating and just trying to not throw up for real.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
That's what it is,
5,000
honestly.
calories.
You're gonna have to just eat it in pieces throughout the day.
Yeah, I was watching the video, man. This other guy was trying to do it. And he said one of the meals, it took him like an hour to eat it.
No.
He said he couldn't just sit and eat it. It took him an hour to eat it because he just had to pace himself.
Right.
And that was like his second meal of the day.
Oh, nah, man.
5,000 calories. Just the thought of that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to lose 5,000 calories a day.
Joe,
He's trying to eat
I
'em.
wish you could just handle to me.
I wish
I
I
wish you
could
just-
too, bro.
I wish you
I
just
wonder
give it
what
to me.
a
I'll
steak
take it.
has. What's a calorie on like a T-bone
A
steak?
steak is healthy.
No, but like what do
That's,
you think the
it's not
calories
that
is
bad.
on
Yeah,
it?
no,
Well,
if you
well,
cook
depends
it
on the
in
steak.
oil and
yeah,
shit.
it depends on the steak.
Yeah.
It's like they're like 200 calories. Some
See?
shit,
Oh,
like,
come
some shit
on.
around there.
That's it?
So,
Oh, hell
you would think
nah.
it's
Yeah,
more.
like each meal The Rock eats a day. It's like 700 to 1,000 calories.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
It's,
So,
it's the rice,
and
the carbs, all that type of
Yeah, and it's a lot of carbs. There's not a lot of vegetables in there for real. It's a lot of carbs, and protein. And then with meals, sometimes you're drinking a protein shake.
Okay, that was the next question. So liquid calories. So what are you drinking? If you're doing it clean.
So he still do the protein. He still do the protein shakes as far as supplements, protein shakes. Then he mixes like vegetables and things like that. That I don't do. I'm just more so doing the meals and the protein shakes.
Okay.
Then I just stick far as drinking anything. I just been drinking nothing but water, for real.
Okay.
Nothing but water.
Nothing but water.
Just because you're gonna put so many calories on with all the food that you're eating, you really don't have to drink anything. As long as you're drinking water, you're good.
Okay. Jeez, that's fucking scary though, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking
30
calories.
pounds. Just
In a,
So
in a
when
month.
y'all see me up there next time, I should be like 40 pounds bigger.
oh, my
Oh, we
God,
gotta get
dude.
another inflatable bed for you. Might have to build the bread.
You're gonna need a bigger robe.
That's fucking wild, man. Jesus.
God, that's
Ah, man.
hilarious. Oh,
Like I said, I wish it
I
was
might have to change my name from Gains to something else, man.
Gained.
If it works
Yo,
out.
Gained.
Gained.
Say
Gained.
Take gains. That was good. Take gains.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Holy
That's
shit.
when we switch to the take gains.
Oh,
Oh, he gained all right.
He gained. Oh, he gained and gained.
Gain.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Gain.
He
Got it.
gained.
We're switching to Instagram, bro.
Oh shit. That was good.
Once you get on that scale, you let me know. We switch it.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. So everyone gonna go check out the project. They can find it everywhere.
KIDNOVA, yeah, KIDNOVA. It's a combination of my name and Yosanova, Kid Pro, Yosanova, KIDNOVA. It's available everywhere. Response has been fucking phenomenal. Like I said, we dropped it in January. I have put out videos for about half of the songs now. I've been doing it every month. Took a little break this month just because there's been a lot of COVID shit going on and everything, but I feel great. And then we're gonna continue pushing it. So the plan was pretty much to drop a video a month. So I guess by November I'd have another video, or by the end, and then by that time I'll have a new project coming up. I told myself I got 2 more projects and I'll be done, but I think that'll change. So we'll see.
You probably.
We'll see. I don't know. There might be a kick and snare too. I've already gotten back with Obi, so that'll be that. I don't know what direction. And then I got something going on with St. James that I'm gonna be doing some work with him and S Double. Shout out to them, and hopefully we'll make something happen there. But that's what I have right now. And then of course I'm still putting out features. I'm still in compilation albums and doing stuff for other artists.
And is the group, you guys, a group? Is that active or
the Horsemen?
Yes.
So we did our single City on Fire, and it's just been to the point where like the second we want to get back together and do something, everybody's doing their own shit. So it's just like I'm with a bunch of guys who have never really been in a group, so we don't know how to act as a group, meaning that we don't know how to get together and make the group stuff happen because everybody's doing their solo shit. But once we actually can, then we'll keep it going.
Need like a manager or someone.
It needs to be facilitated a lot better. I'll say that much. Yeah,
That's it. But you know, y'all, because there's a solid group too, man.
it is. It is. It's a lot of different motherfuckers, so it works. And there's 2 producers in there already. So
what is it? You, Ron, Guess?
Ron Solemn, Guess, Ace Felly, and Yosanova, and myself.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Solid group.
Very, very fucking dope. We just got to get our heads together and figure out when we can set up time to do this and not focus on the solo stuff. Because I can't blame these guys. They're all independent. There's no label for them. Yeah. They gotta continue their own shit. They gotta keep themselves hot. So I can't blame them if they don't want to set time together for a group. Like I completely understand.
And honestly, all y'all are doing a lot individually.
Yeah, man. So it's
So
like
it's not like none of y'all sleeping. Like y'all
yeah,
all
yeah,
working.
yeah. But
You know,
it's also to the point where it's like we haven't even been in the same room for like a minute because of COVID.
Exactly.
So that also is a thing there too. You know,
y'all all live like pretty far.
yeah. No, I mean, shit.
Right? Like-
Yost and Guess in South Jersey.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah, and Ron and Ace are like about 40 minutes from me. Yost and Guess about 2 hours from me. So yeah, it's a
so
bitch.
I could see how that, because you only do so much over sending files back. Like, and y'all don't seem like those type of dudes like to send files.
We'll
back.
send beats back and forth, but as far as recording, like I want everybody to be in the same room.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to hear what your engineer does and then it clashes with what my engineer does.
Right.
That shit is no, fuck that. I'd rather just have one person. I don't care if the guy mixes bad or good. Let's just all have it sounding the same. I don't need anyone sounding better than the other one. Like that's just how
Consistency.
Consistency. Yeah. If we're gonna sound bad, we're all gonna sound bad together. Like that's it.
Right.
I'm gonna take it
We
like
in this
that.
together.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna have a better sounding verse than me. Nigga. Nah.
That shit is dumb annoying. Like
Yeah.
sometimes local artists do that shit, and I could tell when your shit was mixed and when someone else's wasn't. I could tell. Maybe other people can, but it's not professional.
I hate it. It sucks. It really does. And that's why I tell people like, yo, let me just send you the stems if you're going to mix it or you got your people. Yeah. Let's do like that. And if you need extra cash, all right, I'll throw you the extra cash. We'll do it that way. But yeah, it makes a world of difference. I know you can tell.
Yeah. Like if you're all not going to do it mixing, then that's one thing. But like,
yeah.
But either way, that was really dope too. I just want to let you know. Yeah.
Oh no, thank you, man. Yeah, I told them, I'm like, look, I want to have y'all on this one. Just we all superheroes. I kind of set it up like pretend it's one of those scenes like with the Avengers movie where everyone's like in a circle, like and then they all fight each other.
Okay.
Like the enemies are all surrounded around them.
Yeah.
So and then we all just go in. It's just that big fight scene, but like in a rapping style. So that's pretty much the idea I had.
Yeah, that shit was powerful, man. That shit was dope.
Oh man, appreciate you.
Word. They can go check that out. Zane, what you got going on?
So I just got a new camera after saving up for quite some time, and it's a Netflix approved camera.
Okay.
It's the Panasonic 1H, the S1H.
Well, when you say Netflix approved, what's that mean?
Meaning, like, say if they say, "Yo, we want you to do a project. What's your camera?" And then you tell them that, like that.
So kind of like we said before with the phone and everything.
Yeah,
Okay, got you.
Because they have a standard. Before they never had a standard, so sometimes they update their standards of what cameras are. And the camera that I wanted, it didn't break the bank. The bare minimum, I was able to get that camera. So that being said, it's just like I'm like, it was like one of those like, let's fucking go.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know what? I got a camera nerd question type of deal here. How do you go about putting out video on social media like Instagram, Facebook, knowing that they don't handle 4K? So when you put it out to not make it look so shitty.
That is a good question.
You take your 4K and when you export it, you shoot in 4, you export it in 1080, but it's like mobile 1080. So you shoot, so you compress. So when they export it, right? You export that particular video, you export it as mobile 1080.
Okay. Export it as mobile 1080.
Yeah,
okay.
Because when you compress, when the 4K is compressed, it still is good. But if you shot in 1080 and then export it as 1080, and then when it's compressed even more, you're gonna see the difference.
Yeah, I see it all the time, and I'm just like, this cannot be.
Right. So
it's the worst.
Right. So you gotta shoot in 4K, and then when it's compressed, it's 1080, and you'll be solid. But it has to say. If you're using Premiere Pro, it has to be no pun intended. It has to be mobile 1080, and that's just made for the phones and whatnot. And that's not, you could do mobile 4K, see if it works for you. But as far as I know, like the 1080 is the only one that IG really accepts.
Yeah, because from what I've seen, like IG is whatever, and Facebook is just even shittier.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my god.
Because they don't really support 4K.
They don't, and I see that now, and I'm like, I don't even see what the point is of even uploading anything on there.
Right, because you could see the difference between something that's 1080 to something that's 4K by far. Because you're going from 1080 to 4K, clearly you're gonna see the difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, the only place I even upload a 4K is the YouTube.
YouTube is the only place, but they compress their stuff.
Right. And then when you try to play something off of there and onto there,
right.
Yeah.
So that's it. So, but I think the only one that really seen like the quality was like really doesn't look like it was not touched as much is like Vimeo.
Vimeo, okay.
Yeah, but they don't get a lot of traction, so they're kind of like
So it's, yeah.
yeah, because they don't have that YouTube vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
They're
Yeah.
like, oh, if you put these videos, you get these many followers, you get paid. They don't do that really.
Hold up, real quick. Taser said he has about to go. He said his phone's about to die.
All right, Tay.
All right,
Hey,
Jay.
it was nice meeting you, bro.
Nice
Good
meeting you
talking
too, brother,
with
man.
you,
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Can't wait to see you when I come out there.
Absolutely, man.
Hey, and y'all be safe, man.
Yeah, we'll
Let me
do,
know
man.
what's going on.
You got to show Ralph before you leave.
Oh, me and Ralph.
Tattoo.
Can you see him?
Yeah, I
Oh
see
shit.
him.
Yeah, I see him.
Me and Ralph. I'll bring him out there with me.
Word.
Word.
All right, man. Have
All
a
right,
good
bro.
one.
All right, you too. Take it easy.
Easy.
But word, man. Also, before we wrap this up, you're gonna have you shout out something you think is dope, something you think is slept on. Could be show, could be whatever, man. Could be a store, could be a food, could be anything. Zane, if you want, who want to go first?
I'll start off.
Yeah.
My boy put me onto this anime called Jujutsu Kaisen. That shit is fire. Okay, I'm a big anime fan. He's like, yo, if you thought Demon Slayer was lit, if you thought Fire Force was lit, let me tell you about this anime. I was like, all right, I said, let me check it out. I watched the first episode. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
and it was dope. Like I'm like, the way they have it, you gonna want to watch the next one and then watch the next one. It's not like one of those things where it's like, all right, I watched it, that was dope, and then like maybe I'll watch the second one. This one, you're like, yo, what's going on here?
Okay.
Yeah,
All
that's how this anime is.
I fuck with that. Okay.
So yeah, so I definitely check it out. It's called Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen. Where can I see it?
I had to, Fire Stick stuff.
Fire Stick, okay. I know. Yeah, there's that one site that's like all anime.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
boy put me on that.
Yep.
Yeah, the only animes I've seen recently. Shit. I saw Dragon Ball. I saw My Hero Academia.
That's the one.
Death Note.
Death Note's that's
Death Note
nice.
is dope. I always just thought it was dope. And then what's the other one that I saw? One Punch Man.
Yeah, One Punch
That
Man is
shit was
hilarious.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was just funny as fuck.
I never got into that. I
Oh
never
man,
got into anime.
I think the first 2 episodes, like the kid with the chin that looked like balls.
Oh,
fuck?
Yeah, it was
Yo,
a kid.
anime is wild.
I was about to say, what the fuck?
I didn't understand it either. And it's like, and I thought there was something to it. There's nothing. It has nothing to do with the story. He's just got balls for a chin.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just like,
wow.
what's going on in this?
Yeah.
But it's just straight comedy. Like
straight comedy.
Some animes are just like, holy shit, this is serious.
And the premise.
And then some is like really funny. So
Yeah. But I think the premise is dope. Just the nigga has the power to just beat anyone with one punch.
legit,
And-
just one punch.
One punch. Like literally, everybody
what it's
steps up to him.
So the show just shows enemies just beating up everybody, and they're trying to. There's like no hope, and then he just shows up and just punches them in one shot. But they try at him too because they don't see him, and then he just sees them, takes him out, and he's just like, all right, and then just goes home.
Yeah, and then it's just the battle of him like not finding anyone worthy enough, and he's like starting to go crazy, and he just leads a regular life,
Right.
but he can still knock niggas out with one punch. But it's just everything that goes on emotionally within that.
Word.
That's what makes the show like watchable.
Word.
Yeah. So I thought it was pretty.
And
dope,
he wants
yeah.
people to see him as a hero.
Right, and they don't really see him because they just see him as a freak show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty interesting. I don't know. Maybe I have to. I never got into any anime, but I don't know. Maybe I
Yeah,
have to-
and it took a lot for me to get into it. And once I did, I was like, all right, I see why this is so appealing.
I'm on the same vibe as you though lately, man. All I watch is listen to his podcast.
Yeah, right? Like, it just makes sense.
Music, I listen to the same shit, older albums, and then newer shit. I love like R&B. I love like the a lot of R&B. I listen to. Like I like the newer R&B now. Rap, there's no one really that like.
You got to search.
Honestly, local, man. I've been going more into the local vibes. I've been actually finding. I probably listen to more local shit. Like I listen to your shit a lot. Like I listen to local artists probably more now in the last couple of years than I do of like commercial artists because I just.
That's what's up. Just appeals to you more right now.
Yeah, well, just they're making more of the content I think that I like. Yeah, it's just now the mainstream content is just like.
Yeah, I don't know where mainstream's going with their shit nowadays. Like, it's kind of whack. That's
even
the
the
best way for it.
ones, even the ones, the artists I do like, their albums I'm not really liking anymore.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's just tough. But also, man, check out your podcast. You want to plug the podcast?
Yeah,
as well?
podcast, Lyrical Fix Podcast, me and Sade. Podcast, we do it every episodes come out on Fridays. So that's available everywhere. So check that out. YouTube as well. As far as for who you can check out music-wise, St. James just dropped an album the past week called I Am Him Too. I Am History in the Making. 2 that came out. That's available on all streaming platforms. That's definitely something you should check out. As
Word.
well as everybody else from S Double. Definitely check out The Horseman, Guess's album, Ron Solom's projects, Ace Felly's projects, Yosinova, who's working with every motherfucking rapper under the sun. That motherfucker stays busy. I was surprised I could even get an album with him, because he's working with a lot of dudes, man. Like under raps, it's crazy his talent level.
But yeah,
It's
he's
wild,
a
man.
dope individual.
He's really dope.
I met him and his lady before.
Yeah, shout out to Nina.
Yeah, they were here. They were super dope vibes, great energy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I remember they were.
She probably broke something.
Oh yeah.
That's her thing. That's her trademark.
Really? Did she break
Yeah,
something?
She
remember
did.
you had something here and it dropped and it fell and broke. That was when you had the glass table.
Before that happened, we would make a joke, because every time we'd see her, we go somewhere new, she would knock something over.
I remember her.
And it was-
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's
It
her
wasn't.
calling
They
card.
weren't on our pod. They were on
You sure?
Val's. Yeah,
So I was there.
So-
I was there though.
you might have been because something just passed through. On
Yeah, I think I sat in for that.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
that I want to know now. I gotta go back to see it because if that's crazy.
No, what? That's hilarious.
If that's like the signature thing,
That's
that's
a
crazy.
signature thing. Yeah, she can be a little clumsy at times.
I don't know. I'm not putting that on you. If you're
No,
watching
no.
this, I don't know.
It's all
if-
love, Nina.
I don't know. I just know. I know y'all was super, super dope. It was vibes.
Yeah, no,
That's
they are.
hilarious.
I just don't. And honestly, we be having a lot of people up in here. Sometimes I don't fucking know.
True.
I don't even remember. You know what I mean? But yo, go buy the album. Go check it out. Watch the YouTube. Subscribe. Also, subscribe to I Am Zame Studios YouTube.
Yo.
And then we have our YouTube as well, Therapy Without a Degree.
Yo.
We're trying to really, really build that up. And then we got the show coming out in November. Also, we got a fundraiser still available for the show. So if you want to donate so we could just to help fund the show, it's on therapywithoutadegree.com. Hit the little menu. You can donate towards the show. And other than that, that is it. This has been episode chapter 199.
Woo.
Sir, it's been fun.
Likewise.
Thank
fellas.
you.
Also, if y'all want to, this is his second time. So if you want to go back, we went more, because this one we were just kind of kicking it, just chilling, just talking about a lot of different things. But if you want to know more about Kid Pro, right, we dug deep, in that first one and learned a little bit more about him. So just search it.
I think it was in the 140s, like you said.
Yeah, roughly around then. I'm just going because it was a year ago. So
Yeah.
It should be around the 140s. So go check it out. That was a super dope episode as well.
Yeah.
But other than that, people, we out.
Down.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.